And we're back. How the hell are you guys?
Great.
All right. So where did we leave off? You were confessing innermost deep feelings and amongst them.
Intentional?
Intentional. So the argument of people need to be more intentional when dating versus people don't know how to be intentional when dating. Yeah. And I feel like we've got to a point where no one wants to ask, like, hey, how do I do that? How do I as a woman who is successful in every form and fashion of life, how do I go to somebody and be like, hey, you know what? I don't know how to date versus the knowledge that you do know about dating.
I feel like me being intentional now, I had to do research on myself. Okay, so I failed with this one, and this one. Okay, what failed? What did I allow? Because it's not always a woman is always trying to be a victim. I don't like to put myself as a victim. Oh, he did this, he did. I allowed a lot of things. I chose this to become a hard road for us. I think once you evaluate yourself and where you came from, you don't want to repeat those habits. They're bad habits. You don't want to keep going down those. They're triggers. And sometimes to me, triggers are red flags for me. Because red flags is stuff from the past that are red flags, and that's like, caution. Sometimes we look at red flags as carnivals. You just skate past it. No.
So what do you say to a woman who has dated the same man
Advice
straight
herself.
times? But it's like she don't know how to evaluate herself because she's successful in every other form of life, like business, finances, home, all this stuff.
What brings you back to this same man, though? What is it? Shit, after 3 times, it has to be. You have to, and it's deeper than the men. Because you don't want to become a victim and like, oh, woe is me, I keep getting to say, oh, what you say, the big pool has pee in it. No, it's not that. It's what did you allow? What are you allowing? And what are you allowing? Because we all see red flags. We all have, what did I tell you the other day? We all have negotiables, non-negotiables.
Non-negotiable.
What are your non-negotiables? You have to have non-negotiables. What are they?
What are yours?
What are mine?
What are your non-negotiables? You're not putting it up. You're not putting up with it. Offer it. And I personally feel like non-negotiables be also the noose that hang you.
I don't think so.
No. My non-negotiable is religion. We have to be on the same religion path. We have to be. You can't be, what is it, the holy book of?
The Quran?
Whatever.
You speak of the Quran?
Like we have to be balanced. We have to be balanced. That's a non-negotiable for me. I teach his own. Another one is how they are as a parent. That's a non-negotiable for me. Like if you're not a good father,
What if they don't have kids?
I'm 36. Everybody got kids.
That's not true.
How many people you know, 30 pushing 40, that don't got kids?
I don't have kids.
Some.
I have adults.
True. Then I don't have kids. I'm still the mom though.
But go ahead.
Family, how do you interact with family?
So I hear what you're saying, and for all indication, basically you trying to find out if a person is a good person without you in their life, right? And I've said that numerous times on numerous podcasts, people who follow me, right? So I feel like we don't know how to vet good people, because good people are good people regardless whether you're with them or you're not with them. Mm-hmm. So when we be getting so deep in these relationships with people who aren't good people, what did we miss? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I find out 3 months into the situation, like, you beat up your ex-baby mom really bad. You know what I'm saying? What did I miss? What didn't I ask?
That's not something someone would disclose, one. And it's something that someone could, like in the beginning, I think in the beginning of a relationship when you're trying to get to know somebody and someone falls off the radar, then you just chalk it up as, well, oh, we're not that close. I don't have to talk to you all day, every day. Or, I'm not about to keep PT all day long. I'm busy, you're busy, it doesn't matter. He could have been eating his ex-baby mom's ass at that time, but you just don't know it. And it's not going to come out, but it comes out later.
It comes out.
It comes out later, though. But it comes out when you're already too deep in and you're like, wait, what?
I feel like you find out about a man the way he treats his mom, the way he treats his sisters. I feel like that.
I think that's true.
I feel like a man. I feel like my perspective. I feel like a man that is not very family orientated, that could just say fuck his family. Something wrong with him.
So I have a poor relationship with my mother, but by all indications, I'm a really good dad, and I was a really good husband when I was married. And that was more so because out of a poor relationship with my mother, I threw myself into my marriage and my relationship with my kids.
Yes.
So it's actually the complete opposite.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like, even to this day, like me and my ex, we put our kids at here and we still have a relationship for them. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at my relationship with even my sister and my mom, you'll be like I haven't talked to my sister in like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to my mom in probably like 6 months.
See, I would be the person to try to figure out what's the root of that. Why?
I mean, I come from a difficult family. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom isn't like the traditional mom. Like, there was no baked cookies in at football games or anything like that. Like, literally. So she was like always an absentee parent to a certain extent. But I love and respect my mom because I would not be the person I am without her.
I feel like I want to know these things because I'm not saying that I have the perfect relationship with my mother either. But what I'm saying is I just want to know what is the trauma response to that. Because I feel like it does tread over into a relationship.
It does. And I, for me, it's more so the domestic things. Because my mom was one of those domestic parents. The house was clean. She cooked all the time. She washed clothes. Like, I didn't wash dishes till I was like 14 or 15
so you
years old.
expect a woman to be like
That's why he wants 6 weeks in, he wants a meal.
Yeah, you want a meal, you want her to clean up your house.
No, you just not gonna tell me you cook and then you're not gonna feed me. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. Like, you're not gonna ask me to buy you groceries but then not cook for me. Like, that's weird.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for me though, it's like my aunties, these were those type of women. They kept their house clean. They cooked every day.
So that's a standard for you.
It's put like I don't put it on a person, but I do observe when they don't.
You looking around.
I do, and I walk in their house and I be like,
that.
oh, so the cat just go get on the stove. The cat just go get on the stove. Why? The dog just gonna sit on the couch.
Again, if I'm an unclean woman and I asked you about how was your mom, and you say these things like my mom cooked every Sunday, she always cleaned, like I didn't do this until I was this age, it would make me be like
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. That's what.
But at the same time, like, I have a housekeeper.
Yeah.
I have a laundry person. I have a lady who does my meal prep. I'm not asking you to do these things day one. But all I'm saying is,
you still wouldn't want it.
If you cook it every day,
you still wouldn't want it.
If you telling me we on the phone, we talking. If we talking on the phone and you like, oh, I just made some marry me chicken. Oh, it's so good. It's so delicious. Oh, it's the best I've ever made. And then you not offering me that. That's weird.
It is.
That's weird for me.
That's weird.
I think a lot of men, I don't want to say most, but I think a lot of men want a domesticated woman at some point, or be able to give that, you know.
It does depend on how you were raised, because like I know a lot of like my comic book bros, like dudes who like into anime and comic books, they typically don't want a domestic. They want a friend. You know what I'm saying? They want a friend. They want somebody who they can dress up and go to cosplay with. You know what I'm saying? And they're good guys who make good money.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like women typically think they're weird.
They probably are.
They're not weird. They're just different. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, and this is where I get back to the dating pool doesn't have piety. There's a ton of eligible women and men who are available. They just don't fit that carnal instinct that you've been in that is so destructive in your life. Think about it. If a dude showed up in a Batman costume right now and tried to ask you,
I would be really to not say that.
So no more like they're being hired yet. And then it just happened today. Someone walked by with a big old teddy bear, like, do for Valentine's Day. She was like, I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to look at it.
I'm not going to entertain that. Like, why?
but the thing was, that guy that was walking down the street with that big ass teddy bear, that guy was thoughtful. That guy was intentional. That guy was caring. That guy was all of those things. And the thing is, that was his organic behavior.
Yeah, that part. That's why I live to.
I did not.
But the thing is, somewhere along the line in the United States, that became unattractive.
So the blue titted, ma'am.
I need you to come to the tape, man. I need you to come up to the tape. We can't hear you.
There's probably some lady out there that like it. It's not unattractive. It's just sometimes some guys know that girls like that. Yeah. And they like do it as if that's the type of person they are, but they're not really like that. They just do it to get girls.
Yeah.
And like
I feel like you can pick up on that vibe, though.
yeah, and that's why she was rebelled.
No, and the guy that came here was actually like that.
I didn't know that. I just didn't give it no time. If that's not like, and you could run into a somebody's foolish, like,
Yeah, but
for sure, like,
yeah, for sure. I'll give you that.
yeah, some of these guys, they think that's, that's how to get every girl by like, oh, look, teddy bear roses and stuff like that. And I think I'm just at an age right now where it's just like, get that shit out of here. All that key. I just don't want to. Like, I'm 36. I don't feel like wasting, let's get to it. Like,
What is getting to it?
I don't want to do the key. I don't want to do the small talk, the key. I just don't.
So what you want to do? You want to go to the bedroom?
No, I just want to be intentional. When I date, I'm only dating to marry. I'm not dating to get to know you
What does dating
and
to
be a
marry
friend.
like?
Conversations. We go.
But the thing is, listen, Mike, so that video, the video that Tour Roberts had did, a few years ago about chemistry, Sarah Jake's husband.
Okay.
And when he was talking about like me and you, we're great friends. We have great conversations. Are you seeking that from a boyfriend? Because you don't really have to, because you have that with me.
I still want to have a great conversation about
But the thing is, are we looking for total chemistry out of our partner instead of our life?
Yeah, sometimes though, I think so.
Life and partner.
Sometimes though, what
Can't get everything out of water every suit.
Yeah, but sometimes when you have a partner, I'm find that you stop doing this, your umbrella becomes smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and so that one person becomes.
You put too much on that person.
For sure.
You put too much on that person.
Yeah, for sure.
And the thing is, it's like, and you're right. So like, let's say you and, Alejandro, y'all get deeper and deeper into your relationship, and then you like, well, I can't talk to Tom because I'll just talk to Alejandro. You still need to talk to Tom because Tom was the balance that made Alejandro.
No, I agree. At 43, I agree. In my 30s, I probably wouldn't have agreed to that. I was loyal to a fault, so whatever my man said, that was what it was. I'm obviously not that way anymore, but I will say I've learned that having a variety of friends, and I don't even intermingle all my friend groups either because I like to have that. I like what you have to say to me, and I really do take and absorb that. I'm not going to absorb everything you have to say, but I'm one that really appreciates constructive criticism. We've talked about this before. I'm not necessarily going to take everything to heart, but I want to hear what you have to say. Yeah, cut me down, tell me what you think I need to work on, and I'm probably going to work on at least 60% of what you have to say.
Yeah.
In my 40s. In my 30s, no.
And the thing is, I can hold you accountable to a certain extent that Alejandro can't.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas he may not know behind the curtain of other situations that I might be privy to. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with you. Like, I know a couple guys you've dated. They're absolute scumbags. But you picked them. And I love you. So it's like, I understand your state of mind a little bit better.
Yes.
But I don't want you to pick them again. And sometimes as friends, we be like, here goes Sapreea picking another one. And it's like you put us in a situation where it's like we almost got to fall back, because if we say something that messes up our friendship, now it gets weird. And we get weird from a dude that we know ain't even gonna be there.
No. See, I'm not that type of person, though. Like, if I value our friendship, it couldn't get weird. Because I value your opinion. Like, you're my friend. You're gonna hold me accountable when it may be flawed for me. You know what I'm saying? You may see something that I don't see. Like, oh, I didn't see that.
But sometimes when people when they in it, they don't want to hear anything other than being in it.
My friends' opinions. I don't want to say my fears at night, but when I lay down, I think about it. Let me apply this. And see, you know what I'm saying? I don't cut everything out like Amber said. Like, I listen to everybody. And I just want to listen to it, and I want to know your background of why you think that way. And I'll be like, okay, if it's something that I can use, okay, let me use that. If it's not, okay, I like the way that you feel that way, and I see why you do. Doesn't fit for me, but I'll keep it in the archive just in case. You know, I don't tear down all advice. I don't do that.
It's hard to see that friend in love with a trash can, and you be like, and so I've been in that situation a lot because I got a lot of female friends. So it's like, I'll be like, nah, I can't even tell her this. I can't even bring this up because she's absolutely in love with this waste management can.
That's a good job.
And it is. And it's very difficult, especially like for my female friends. Now my male friends, I could be absolutely dirtbag honest.
But why do you feel like you can't really be honest with your female friends?
Because at the end of the day, my female friends are still women. And so I still have to handle them like women. I can't just be like, I can't
a man's opinion. Like, I feel like I'm a strong woman, and if you told me something, I would literally take heed to what you said. I wouldn't get defensive or, feel some type of way about it. I would really take it like, okay, he told me this because he must be seeing something that I don't see. And like, let me take that. Now that's your more emotional friends that they can't.
Yeah, there's some women who like paper mache, like you move right through. And it's like you, and the thing
But what's the sense of calling you a friend if you can't hold me accountable?
But see, some friendships they're definitely not 50-50, and we know that. You know what I'm saying? There's some friendships, like, you dealing with an ICU patient on life support. The simplest thing would kill them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you have to balance, do I want to keep my friend for the rest of my life? Or do I just let her bump her head?
You probably aren't going to take advice anyway.
No. And I know I have friends that I know whatever happens, I need to let them bump their head. Because if I say anything, I will be the villain of this story.
So you keep yourself in those situations? You stay friends with those people?
It's very difficult.
So why do you do it?
Because I'm very intuitive and I'm very observant.
If I have somebody that I can't talk to, like I can't say nothing to her, I'll start distancing myself, because what is my purpose as your friend?
Yeah.
Like I take my friendships very seriously. Like, if I can't help you grow or help you change yourself to that person that I know you're trying to be, what is my purpose to just sit here and just be?
All friends aren't at the same level.
Pay for it.
All friends aren't at the same level. Now, I once did a video and I said, like, hey, you can't have 4, 5, 6, 7 best friends. And I still stand by that statement.
Yeah.
But I do feel like friends are tiers. Like, I got some friends that I had for years that, like, it literally don't matter what I need to say to them, they gonna absorb it.
Right.
I got some friends, you know, and it's just started tearing its way down.
Yeah.
And I got